Japan in 1979 was entering the greatest economic boom in its history. Stocks exploding, real estate skyrocketing, and Japanese banks dominating the world. In the middle of this unstoppable rise, a quiet kid in Tokyo was unknowingly training to become Japan's most feared day trader. His name would later become legend. His first taste of patterns came in kindergarten, when he and a friend bought entire boxes of lottery tickets, only to discover the winning numbers were identical, teaching him that every game has a predictable structure. Influenced by Japan's legendary trader BNF, CIS built a simple strategy based on trend patterns and moving averages, growing his account into the millions by age 25. You are watching Modern Leverage, and in this video we will uncover how CIS, once a timid man, made over $35 million day trading in a single day, break down his strategies, and show you how you too can achieve similar success. Japan in the late 1970s was transforming into an economic superpower, skyscrapers rising, factories expanding, and a culture obsessed with discipline and perfection. In this pressure-filled environment, a skinny kid in Tokyo was growing up under strict parents who believed education was the only way out of post-war poverty. CIS, however, was terrible at school. Every failed test brought punishment at home and deep shame at school, pushing him to escape into arcade fighter games where he could finally win at something. Hours spent battling opponents sharpened his pattern recognition, taught him timing, and forced him to control his emotions, skills he didn't realize would later make him a world-class trader. His first trading lesson came even earlier, in kindergarten, when he and a friend bought full boxes of lottery tickets, only to discover the winning numbers repeated in every box. It was his first taste of how games, and later markets, run on probabilities and patterns. But at home, life remained brutal. His mum beat him for bad grades, his parents restricted him from going outside, and he spent his teenage years caught between expectations he couldn't meet and a world that didn't understand him. By college, he was locked in his room, escaping into the online world of Ultima Online, where he built characters, managed inventories, and learned resource allocation, what he would later call protecting assets. Even after earning a degree and taking a mechanical engineering job, nothing changed. No money, no excitement, no direction, and no respect from his parents. He felt trapped in a life that wasn't his. The kid who once sat in arcades staring for patterns was about to take those same instincts somewhere else, the financial markets. After years of feeling trapped in a life he never wanted, CIS entered the markets with the same intensity he once brought to arcade battles. Starting with $30,000 worth of yen, he tried long-term investing, but the slow pace frustrated him. He wanted movement, momentum, and daily proof he could win at something. So he shifted to day trading, scalping tiny price moves the same way he once pressured opponents in fighting games. At first, he lost as much as he made. His pattern recognition was good, but his timing and discipline weren't sharp enough yet. Everything changed when he discovered Japan's legendary trader BNF, who showed him that markets weren't controlled by fundamentals, but by human behavior and predictable crowd reactions. CIS built a simple trend-following system based on two moving averages, and suddenly the charts looked like arcade opponents, patterns, reactions, weaknesses. His account exploded from small profits to six figures, then to $3 million worth of yen by age 25. The kid who once hid in arcades now dominated Japan's online trading forums. Traders watched him like a myth, a ghost, someone who always seemed to appear on the right side of a trend. His pride grew as fast as his money, and his confidence turned into a kind of hunger. He wanted bigger trades, bigger wins, and bigger risks. That hunger would push him toward both his greatest victories and the most destructive losses of his life. The crash before the comeback. As CIS's profits grew, so did his confidence, and then his pride. On Japan's trading forums, he became a notorious figure, blunt, aggressive, and always boasting about massive wins. And for a while, he lived up to every word. When he was wrong, he lost small. When he was right, he won big. In a single year, he grew his account from $3 million worth of yen to $30 million, turning himself into a one-man money printer. But the bigger his account became, the harder it was to trade like he used to. His position sizes slowed him down, his wins no longer felt exciting, and he began forcing larger trades just to feel the same high he had in the beginning. That recklessness caught up to him. On January 17th, 2006, news of the live door accounting scandal triggered a market-wide panic. 92% of Japanese stocks collapsed, and CIS, stuck in oversized positions he couldn't exit fast enough, lost $5 million in a single day, his biggest loss ever. Instead of stepping back, he doubled down on risk, trading more aggressively to win it back, which pushed him into a cycle of stress, overtrading, and constant stomach pain. Then came the 2007 credit crisis. When Lehman-related panic hit the markets, CIS lost another $6 million in just 24 hours. He had beaten the market for years, but now the market was beating him. and it was clear his old strategy couldn't handle the size of the empire he had built. The rebuild and the biggest trade of his life. After losing millions in back-to-back crashes, CIS finally stepped back and faced a painful truth. He wasn't losing because he got worse, he was losing because he refused to evolve. His pride kept him trading like a small-time scalper when he was now controlling massive capital. His strategy didn't match his size anymore, so he rebuilt himself from the ground up, returning to the mindset he learned as a gamer. Adapt, observe, and strike only when the timing is perfect. He designed a new approach built for huge swings instead of quick hits, bigger trends, larger moves, and precise timing. And he waited patiently for the moment the entire market would break. That moment came on August 24th, 2015, Black Monday. Within 9 minutes of the opening bell, global markets were falling apart. China's years-long growth engine had stalled. Panic spread through every major index, and traders everywhere were scrambling to escape positions. But in a tiny apartment in Tokyo, CIS had already been preparing. For 2 weeks, he'd been shorting Nikkei futures, sensing weakness building beneath the surface. When the panic fully erupted, his screen flooded with red, but this time he wasn't trapped. He was ready. His short positions began printing millions in profit almost instantly, but CIS didn't stop there. Late that night, when the US markets collapsed, he realized the event had turned global. By morning, his profits had doubled. And then came the final play, the move that would define his entire career. As downward momentum slowed, CIS switched from massive shorts to massive longs, using the exact timing he perfected over years of watching patterns. If he was early by minutes, he would lose everything. If he was right, he would make history. When the candles finally flashed green, he unloaded with perfect precision. Years of experience, discipline, pain, losses, and rebuilding converged into a single flawless moment. By the end of the day, CIS had made $33 million, and his volume was so large that he literally moved the Nikkei index himself, the man behind the legend. Despite becoming one of the most successful day traders in Japanese history, CIS never adopted the flashy lifestyle people expected. No supercars, no mansions, no designer brands plastered across his social media. He still lives far more simply than the money he controls. He's married, has children, and spends most of his time doing exactly what he has always loved: playing games and trading the markets. Even after moving markets with a single trade, he continues operating from modest rooms, using the same skills he developed as a kid: pattern recognition, emotional control, and fearless conviction. And while he rarely shows his face publicly, his influence lives in every trader who studies trends, reads momentum, or waits for the perfect moment to strike. CIS doesn't chase fame. He doesn't sell courses. He doesn't brag. His only obsession has always been the same: beat the game. For anyone watching, the lesson isn't that CIS is superhuman. It's that he treated markets the same way he treated every challenge in his life, by outthinking opponents, adapting faster than everyone else, and taking action when others were frozen in fear. He built a strategy simple enough to repeat, disciplined enough to scale, and strong enough to survive every crash that tried to destroy him. And when his moment came, he was ready. Thank you for watching Modern Leverage. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you liked this video, you might also like this one: how this 24-year-old South African Forex trader fooled everyone.